I am recording this, and that I'll make that available to you at the end, okay? So what we're going to do is step out of this again, hold our breath, and see if this technology works. Just minimize. Let's go to Craigslist. How many of y'all have a Craigslist account now? How many of you all regularly post homes for sale on Craigslist? Okay, about 10. Carl, I knew you would. I knew that hand was going up. Carl ought to be up here teaching this class. In fact, I've been talking about you to my agent this week, telling some of your stories, and I may repeat that to this class as well. Okay, so this is my Craigslist account. What you're seeing here is just simply a listing of ads that I have been posting. Now, any agent can go onto Craigslist and post ads, right? Okay, no big deal. Well, you know, what's so special about that? As RE/MAX agents, we have an unfair competitive advantage that creates incredible opportunities. Incredible. It's doing it right now in my office. So let me show you what I mean. What I've done is open my account, and I'm going to go over here and do a new post. So I'm going to select Go right there. So what am I offering on Craigslist? Housing. There it is. Select. And it's real estate by broker, right? So I'm not the owner of this house. So I'm going to select owner, or I'm sorry, select broker. Now I'm going to start populating this. I'm actually going to do this in class so you can see it. I'm going to put, you can contact me by phone or by text. Here's my phone number. And my name. What happens is when on your live Craigslist ad, there's a contact button at the top of the ad. So if the consumer wants to get more information or schedule a showing, they can click that, and then all this information that we just put in populates. Okay? So now I'm actually going to put in some content for a listing that I want to feature. Now, by the way, in the Houston MLS where I'm at right now, there's I think about 39,000 listings on the market. Where do you think I should focus to find a listing to advertise? Out of all those 39, are you saying my farm area? Exactly. I love that. Let's do that, okay? Let's do that. Let's use the efficiencies of focus to our advantage. So what I have already done, anticipating your brilliance with that answer, is conduct a search on my personal farm area. It's called Inverness Estates. There's about 20 properties on the market right now. This is just a sample home in that neighborhood. Now watch how we do this. It's just a cut and paste. So I'm going to come down to the public remarks. Scroll down, work with me. There we go. All right, so get to the public remarks, and it's just a cut and paste strategy.
Is that your listing or someone else's?
Someone else's. My goodness. I'm not limiting myself. This is an unlimited strategy. By the way, every time I teach this, in my own offices, I have agents freaking out about this. Okay? And I don't know how it is in your MLS. In the Houston MLS, we have an IDX agreement, and every agent has the right to advertise every publicly listed property. Very few people know that. And I'm using somebody else's computer, and it's really not cooperating, so just bear with me if I do a partial cut and paste, okay? So I'm just going to cut that portion of the public remarks. I'm going to go to my Craigslist ad. I'm going to paste it in right here in the body. There we go. That's it. That was easy. I didn't have to come up with anything. Didn't even have to see the home or give my own opinion. Now I'm going to look at the body of the remarks that the listing agent wrote, and I'm going to find something that looks interesting, and I'm going to put that in my posting title. Okay? All right. Wow, they have a Bosch dishwasher. Is that my lead? I don't think so. I'm going to make this up. Okay, big, beautiful home. This is a terrible, I'm not a marketing person, okay? Great value. Can't type either. Inverness Estates. Whoa, it's worse.
That's your farming area.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now specific location, this is in Tomball, Texas, put in the zip code, bingo. Now I'm going to scroll down and put in some additional information, which I'm going to pull right from that listing, and I'm going to make this up just for speed purposes. I'm going to say it's 2,400 square feet, but I could just pop back to my window, right, and pull this real stuff out. I'm going to say it's 235. It's got 4 bedrooms. It's got 3.5 baths. Housing type, it's going to be a house. Laundry in the building, isn't that fancy? And a parking attached garage. So far so good. Y'all can do that, can't you? Now, here's where the real magic starts. What we're going to do is go back to the listing. By the way, does anybody know what I'm going to show you? Anybody doing this? Anybody linking their Craigslist ads to Lead Street yet? Of course. That's the guy right there. Okay. All right. So here we go. You guys, you're not going to believe this. I'm going to come up here and copy the ML number. Okay? Control C. And while I'm at it, I'm going to take a look how many images are here. There's 31 photos. Okay? So now, back to Craigslist. I go under the public description I put in there, and I'm going to write, to see 31 photos of this home, go to www.allhomephotos.com. By the way, where did I get that URL?
You bought it?
I bought it, made it up, went to GoDaddy, okay? But the reason I did that was because I want my URL to match my call to action. I'm saying, hey, you want to see all the photos? Then go to All Home Photos. There's a logical consistency there that raises the comfort level of the consumer. I'm not sending them to some weird squirrely website promising to show them some pictures, okay? I say Home Photos, and that's, doggone it, that's what the URL says, so it must be true.
Are you going to link that to your Remax?
Oh, just watch. Just wait for it. Just wait. It's coming. Okay? So here we go. So you can go, and I recommend GoDaddy because their management tools for pointing URLs are the simplest I've ever found. And I'm a big fan of buying a whole bunch of them. Okay? And pointing them all. In fact, on the back of your postcard, the URL I list there is invernessestates.com. Ha! Imagine that. My farm area. Okay? So when I'm farming postcards into that area, my website is invernessestates.com. It goes to the same exact website every other one of my URLs does, my Remax Lead Street website. So here we go. There's my URL that matches the call to action. I put in a slash, /, and then a Control V paste. That paste is the ML number that I just copied. You don't know this, but right now on your free Remax Lead Street website, you have a landing page for every home in your MLS. Did you know that? It's absolutely incredible. So, by the way, I'm going to drop down here and just say, to schedule a showing, and then I'm going to put in my, call Frank and put in my phone number, and then to stay out of real estate jail, I'm going to put in here listing courtesy of, and I'm going to put in the name of the listing broker. Okay, I'm not going to put their phone number, okay, their address, and if I can abbreviate their name to make it sound more cryptic, that's what I'm going to do. And then after that, I'm going to put via HARIDX because nobody knows what that means, okay? Because I don't want a consumer saying, oh, I'm going to call the listing broker, okay? I want to stay compliant, absolutely. I want to follow the rules, but I don't want to help my competition. I want the lead, not them, okay?
You said HRIDX?
Yeah, well, Houston Association of Realtors, and then the IDX is the shared feed. So within your MLS,
We do Netris.
there you go.
Netris what?
I don't know.
What would you do? You did
HARIDX, Houston Association of Realtors IDX. You don't have to put that. All you have to put is the name of the listing broker. I'm just trying to throw a bunch of junk on there so it intimidates the consumer, and they think I'm just going to call Frank. Okay? There it is. Okay, so now that I've put all that in, we're just going to pretend that I did that. Okay? I'm going to click continue. Now it's going to ask me to locate that property right on the map, And I'm not going to take time to do that. I never take time to do that, by the way. So I'm just going to click continue again. Now it's asking me to post a photo. How many photos do I have available?
33.
31,
Sorry.
right? Okay. I'm going to pop open my images. I'm going to do a, come on, right click, save image as. Oh, this is not my computer. Okay, let's just save it right here on the desktop as photo. I actually have it in my pictures file, a Craigslist folder, and I just label every one A, B, C, D. So it's really simple to find it. Okay, so I copied that. Now I'm going to come back over here to Craigslist. I'm going to browse the photo. How many photos should I upload?
One.
If I upload 24, do they have any reason to go to my website?
Nope, nope.
No. So I called that photo.
It's at the top.
First one.
Is it
Maybe
just,
two, one in the kitchen and one in the outside.
hey, best thing about your business? It's your
This is
business.
mine.
It's yours. Do it however you want to. I'm just going to give them one.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
got you.
I'm going to tease them. Now I'm done with images. Here we go. Look what we got here. Isn't that a nice ad? Nice looking. Very nice. A lot of that information is fictitious. So I made it up, right? Okay. But now look what happens. Now used to Craigslist would allow you to embed a hot link right in the ad. They changed that about October. Can't do that anymore. So now the consumer's got to go to a little bit extra work. They got to actually cut and paste. But I've teased them, haven't I? I've given them a very beautiful photo, and I've told them I've got 30 more, right? 31 photos all together. So let's just see what happens when a consumer does that. I'm just going to come up here and paste this into my browser, just like a consumer would do.
You're Sam.
Oh, permission denied. I will say, in posting hundreds of ads, I've never gotten that message before. There we go. Isn't that sweet?
It's got your picture.
You're right there. They're on my website. Okay? And there's the photo, right? That's the teaser that got them here. And now, look at all this information that's available to them down here. General features, building features, room features, property features, schools. And it says right here that this is just one of 30 photos. Now, what happens, because I said they could see all 31 photos at this website. How are they going to do that?
Have to register.
That's right. Oh, this little floating mouse. I'm not even touching it. But to see all that, they have to come up here and register. And then they have full access to everything on the MLS public about that property. And oh, by the way, when they register, what happens? I get a lead. I get a lead. Yes?
How does the encoding works, like, you know, with your website / that number?
Yes. Well, Lead Street is linked to my MLS via an IDX feed. And so we know what that ML number links to. And it just, when a consumer goes to that ML number, Lead Street reaches in and grabs that public data and just pulls it right onto your web page.
So will that work in other MLSs?
Yes, and yes, if you have a Lead Street website, yes, it will work.
How many
Okay.
leads have you got from doing this?
Wonderful question. I love that.
What was the question?
How many leads have I got doing this? Okay. By the way, when you log into your Lead Street website, we're going a little advanced here, but this is important. Let's just do this, and I'm gonna give you an actual number. Oh my goodness. I don't know my login. I'm on somebody else's computer. Okay. All right.
It's the first part of your email address. Yeah.
Dog, snake, yes. Okay, all right, let me explain this to you. When you log in, on your home page, right at the top of the page, there are user statistics on your website. One of them will be web clients, registered people on your website who have viewed properties in the last 7 days. The one right under that is the total number of customers who have been viewing listings on your website or properties on your website. If you will monitor those two numbers, you can determine exactly the impact of your ads. And I've done this in my own office over the last week. A week ago Thursday, we went around the room, we had everybody pull up their Lead Street website and track those two numbers, and we put them on a board. We came back to class this week on Thursday, which was yesterday. This is fresh data, okay? To see the impact of posting 2 Craigslist ads a day. That was my challenge to my agents. Post 2 a day and let's see what happens. The average agent had an increase of 30 to 40 people searching properties on their website and 3 to 4 generated leads. Okay? So average of 2 a day, so that's about 14 ads a day, 30 to 40 people. So every ad was generating 3 to 4 people going to the website, and then 3 to 4 out of those 30, about 10% of those registering. Okay? And that's been pretty consistent with my experience. Now, having said that, let me tell you a phenomenon that we're experiencing right now, which is a little bit different. Because I do this too, not to the extent that I coach my agents to do it, because they're full-time realtors and I'm a full-time recruiter, coach, trainer, and oh yeah, a little bit of real estate on the side. I don't want to generate all those leads, but what I'm seeing over the last week, I've had 1 new registered client. This is from posting a total of about 8 ads. 1 new registered client, but 2 phone calls. So they picked up the phone and called me. That's unusual in my experience. One of them was on a $450,000 property. It's not going to go anywhere. The guy's not continuing to interact with me. But the other one is going to result in a listing in my preferred market area and, oh, by the way, a sale because he wants to buy property about 20 miles west of town. Okay? So in 1 week, posting ads about 4 days, so probably a total of about 8 ads, I've generated a very solid listing and sale client. Okay? So imagine if you did it every day. And what if you did 4 ads instead of 2? What I'm telling, will you tell us about it, Carl?
One thing I will add, a couple years ago, when we got really aggressive with Craigslist, we were doing like 20 ads a day, and our account got ghosted, or basically Craigslist came in and just disabled our account. And the reason was because we were putting key terms in there like 0 down financing available, owner financing available, things like that you got to watch out for.
Yes.
Because they draw in more consumers, and when Craigslist sees that, they think you're trying to scam the system up.
Right, right.
But I will tell you something, when we were doing that, that was right when I first started with my website, and I went from literally like 0 people a day, just with the Craigslist ad, we were getting like almost, 200 people a day from those Craigslist ads until they ghosted us, then we went back down.
Yeah.
Had to build it up with our website. But you do want to be careful with those terms. Any kind of catch term that's going to draw in more clients,
Sure.
they will penalize you
Yeah.
at some point.
I don't put any terms that don't appear in the public remarks. So I just do a cut and paste, and then I just add to see all 31 photos, go to this website, to schedule a showing, call Frank Gray, my number, listing courtesy of, and I give the listing broker. That's it. And what I'm telling my agents, and we're seeing this already in the initial stages, is that if they'll do this consistently, 2 to 4 ads a day, 6 days a week, a year from now, they'll be generating a minimum of 8 to 10 registered leads on their Lead Street website every day. Okay? Now think about that. The national conversion rate on internet leads is what?
1%?
1%. Okay, if you get 4 to 6 Lead Street leads a month, which is the average in RE/MAX of Texas, in the state of Texas, it's going to take you a year and a half to close your first deal. That's why many agents say, I don't want to mess with Lead Street leads, okay? Takes too long. Those people aren't interested. They don't even call me back. Well, what if you're getting 300 leads a month and only converting 1%? That's 3 closings a month. What if you drive up that conversion rate to 5% because you're implementing an aggressive follow-up strategy Now you're at 15 closings a month. Somewhere between 3 and 15, I suspect you would find a sweet spot that would satisfy your financial requirements. Okay? Yes, sir.
Okay, once you did an ad for all of the listings, let's say, you know, the neighborhood,
Yes.
they rent out.
Yes.
When, I guess there'll be more a question for,
For Carl?
yeah, when can you relist the same ad? Because
Yeah.
I know that if you just do a different ad with the same information, Craigslist say this has already been added.
Okay, so let me share with you, because I deal with that every day. And in my target area, there's only about 20 homes listed, right? So I'm going to burn through that in just within a week, right? Posting ads. So on Craigslist, you do have the opportunity to repost the same ad once it goes off. About 3 or 4 days later, it'll show up on your list as a repost opportunity, and I do that. In fact, every day when I go in to post my 2 new ads, I look at every repost opportunity and I hit it. Because it takes me about 6 minutes to post an original ad and about 6 seconds to renew a previous ad. Now, I don't renew beyond 1 time, but Craigslist lets you do that. But I just want to make sure that my ads are relatively fresh, and properties are moving so quickly in my market, and I don't want to look up every one to see if it's still in the market. That's inefficient. So I'll just repost 1 time, okay? And I've never had an issue with that. Now, I am going to run out of properties in my farm area. So what I do, once I've run all those, and I do check every day for new ones in my farm area, I'll run my zip code. Okay, so I am throwing a little bit broader net. Specific focus on farm, but then extend the reach beyond that, because I am willing to sell houses outside my 500 home farm area. Okay? Was that helpful to anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a while.
Oh, we're not done yet. That was good. There's more. Yes, ma'am.
How much trash do you get?
How much
Trash,
trash?
like from bogus people?
Well, the quality of internet leads is uniformly poor. And that's true regardless of the source of the lead. So most of the registered clients, I never enter into a relationship with. I try very aggressively. I even, when they don't provide a phone number, I'll go to 411.com, I'll go to PIPL.com, I'll try to find it and break through. Because I know I have to get them interacting with me, or it's never going to go anywhere. So I try to get on the phone, or I try to provoke a response. Most of them never respond, no matter what I do, okay? But it's a numbers game. And all I'm trying to do is get my 1% up to about 5%, and all my financial requirements are going to be satisfied. But that means I fail 95% of the time, right? I'm good with that. I'm good with that, if my 5% pans out. All right, so you know what? We've been at this exactly 1 hour. How about I give you a 10-minute break, and the good stuff will come in the second hour.
There were 6 listing listings.
Yes, it's Remax 2014. That's the username and the password. All lowercase. I got
2014.
No, REMAX 2014.
But
So we can already do now, I've got I have somebody that does all my so my because they all know this.
Okay, so the thing is probably, the whole point of that is to get you to
Yes. I just want to give
Hey, Miss Christie, how are you doing? Very good. Another convention. Are you speaking at this one?
So
Do you have any trouble driving up?
still early in the
Yesterday, I was up around 10. I was slipping and sliding last year. Oh, yeah. Saw probably 50 rounds. That didn't happen to where almost, I mean, it wasn't all the way, but it was
not everybody's gonna see neighborhood's too big with multiple running aggressive. So I would try to get somebody. But I tell you, my farm area, when I get one, I'll set it over.
It is crazy. I mean, we're buyers. I mean, that's
Not even my listing.
like more price offers. Can you get
I'll say, I'll help get people back there. Here's some pull their balloons and I wrap my data around it.
at least you've got another contract. You got something.
Okay, that's good.
Leverage.
I'll try that. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
My old job.
No kidding.
And I did get out some. My old job. It's basically my day was just me working. And in most cases,
Okay, so what I'm about to teach you is pretty plain with keywords and setting and using Okay, so all of
Well, still.
What do you think?
So you like me,
My son-in-law is the one that I get the information.
Yeah.
He's the technical for Goose Creek and also technical for he's trying to get me a transition from paper to my iPad.
Thousands of others,
I'm not a black
those one or two that you will take you down.
on your iPad,
Every day. Oh, the Muslims? No, I don't do
That's right.
so he showed me
That's some really nice
it
meats.
is small, but they're a laptop and
Well, they don't go to your account, they go
I
straight.
got a touch screen and I really like it. It's heavy though. It's small, but it's
So like,
heavy.
we're trying to create a new hotel, so we go. You actually have to
I love it. I love the touch. And it's like a, yeah, mine is connected. It pays like $1,000.
So right now I tell my agents.
But I love it, but mine is a laptop.
Turn me off. All right, 2-minute warning. There we go.
number two,
But I have a backup.
Well, that depends on the transaction you're expecting. You can go into your You can make 5%. But below 5, I would keep it. All right, we're down to 1 minute. Say I didn't warn you. Tell all. All shall be revealed.
Frank, how do you gonna deliver there?
Yeah, I'll share that. I'll tell you.